Okay, so we're back. We're back. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're firing. This will be fun. Good to see them. 2 new arrivals. Jeepers. We have to go right around. Oh, they're tidying up already. So, all the sleeping beauties inside the boat. I better tidy up Peeler's fender at some side of a mooring line there. Okay. It's sorting out gear already. Oh man!
Did you put me down? I'm out
Good to see you.
That was a little bit close.
Oh well, you know it happens. Neil's the man. How are you, mate? Yeah, good on you. Carry on regardless. You seem to be organised.
I love the. Getting quite close to breaking.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I could hear you screaming out then because you're probably getting pissed off at me on the radio, pointing out the obvious.
I thought it was on the transit cross. I'd lift myself enough room, but when I came back for it, I ran out of sea room.
Yeah.
Quite quickly.
Yep. I'll just drop this down a little bit. That's cool. How many fenders you got? Just the one, or?
The 2. Yeah, I'll put out some.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll find them after.
Hey, that was a fun few days.
Yeah.
Like the second night.
Don't worry, you'll all have lots of things to talk about.
Yeah,
you know,
Second
lots
night was
of
great.
things.
We had lots of breeze.
Yeah. Let me stick this on you.
I went off to
Let
Africa.
me stick this on here. I'm gonna de-cerobe you a little bit, just cool so you can cool down.
Yeah.
Stick that on there.
Thanks,
so,
Tom. Hi,
yeah.
Jane.
Good job, Jane. You haven't met Rob. That's Rob.
Yeah, I
Digital
met Rob.
Buddy,
Good to see you, Rob. How you doing?
So,
Yeah, that was so strategy for the wind coming in from the south.
yeah.
I went into the African coast to pick up the shift. I don't want to get caught right of it.
Yeah.
And then we lost breeze twice. But I worked through the first hole and then just got them off the island here, the other side. So it's nothing you do. It's like nothing.
Yeah, when I'm watching your tracks and everything, I'm thinking you must be getting really good weather reports because when you came screaming across to head out the other side, it was all looking
I had
really
nothing.
good.
I was following the, there was a lot of cumulus sea lanes, streets.
Yeah.
And I was riding high. I had the A3 up most of the time. I was ride high, get across the next street, jive sail deep. I'd run out of it, get to the next. And I was tracking always over towards Morocco. And I thought, well, that's fine, because if it did come in hard from the south 2 days ago as anticipated, it would have been a lovely port reach back in.
Absolutely. I could see what you. I
it
could
didn't-
see
yeah,
exactly what you're doing.
It didn't quite pay, but it was a good workout for the boat and for me.
Absolutely. And you'll probably pleased to know you're one of the top 4 in performance. You know, you're right up there. We're thinking, oh yeah, the 2 dinghy sailors with no winches. They're on fire.
No winches, no
and
blisters.
then this guy here is going crazy. You know, he's just sort of a racing guy.
Well, congratulations to him.
And
as
Peeler
well.
was
That's
the
good.
other one. Peeler was going
Good.
cool.
Because they were all they were just right at Rumline, weren't they? I think.
Yeah. No, it was very interesting.
I can't see them. I didn't actually get a weather report because I didn't get my comms working, satellite comms. So I was just working on what was happening around me.
Yeah.
And
But Kerry, a few hours behind start. He did not start.
Yeah,
no,
started
yeah.
late, well, you
Don't
know.
say that. Neil's is standing there. He thought he's winning, you know, like.
You said it's not a race.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's
just
not
a
a
delivery.
race. We
So-
should join this in the conversation. But anyway, we'll just do a joint one, you know, people who have to
Yeah, we
wait.
still get to.
Well done,
Well, if I step
congratulations.
there, I'm nearly the same
Yeah.
height as the Dutchman. But
Well done, Gary. Well done.
cheers. Thank you. Well
Yeah,
done, you.
bit of fun. So,
Thanks for your help. Well, good to see you.
yeah.
Everybody's a friend of Neil's.
So you're both here. Niels, how are you feeling? You know, you came in first, so I'll ask a few questions this way. Like,
All right. Now it was fun, but it also sometimes it was very difficult because
Yeah.
when the weather drops and the wind is dead and the waves are still there, it's a horrible situation. You
I
go
think-
rocking around and like that. And
that's the biggest understatement. The weather's got crazy in the last.
yeah, but I did
48 hours.
a new record
Yeah?
because just sitting in the boat
Yeah.
without wind did a period with my Windex six in a row. So continue.
Go around
So
here.
that
Perfect
one.
timing,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's synchronous rolling, they
Yeah,
call that. Yeah,
that's it.
I know the
That's
story. Okay, so what broke on your boat? Anything?
No,
No?
nothing.
No?
Nothing went
Nothing at
wrong.
all?
Nothing broke. Nothing.
Perfect.
No, some bits to improve, but that's
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
But nothing broke. No, nothing.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So you had fun?
Lots of fun sometimes, and sometimes a bit less. Because yesterday, when we were arriving here at Lanzarote on the north side of the island, the wind picked up very hard,
Yeah.
and that was very difficult to fight against.
Yeah.
And it was difficult to get out of the island. That's why Dan had to
Aussie Dan gave up. There's a discussion going that he probably hasn't finished the qualifier and he might have to buy everyone beers as a penalty.
Just one round?
No,
Dutch
it'll be
beer,
up to
not
you.
Australian
You
beer.
guys will have to decide how much you want to
Orange brew.
protest him.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I'm not sure if we can win from an Australian drinker. So.
Oh, well, I won't go
Army
there.
lad, army lad.
Yeah. So, same question. What broke?
Nothing. No, the boat's
Nothing.
really solid.
Yeah.
There were things I hadn't quite set up. So the first, when I sailed, I left in the night of the 28th,
Yeah.
and I didn't have my pilot or anything set up, so I sort of hand steered for about 18 hours
Yeah.
until we got enough of a lull to just heave to a bit and get the boat sorted out.
Yeah.
But no, the boat's really solid, and I really put her through her paces, and she threw mine.
Yeah.
Especially the second night, that was great, and that was a real, like really playing with the. You had to get down to I think 3 reefs, but kept a goose wing full jib, and that worked really well in the waves.
Yeah.
And she was just surfing down. And the funny thing is, you've got the impression the boat's doing 18 or 12 knots all the time. And it's doing
half of it.
5 or 8, you know.
It's a little
But
boat.
because it's a little boat, it's like,
Yeah.
yes, this is
Yeah. But
fast.
the
And it's
fun
noisy. She makes so much noise. There's surf everywhere. And
Another
There's
4.5
no
knots.
surfing down here, wasn't it? You were having the A3 on the last.
yeah, I'm
20
the
knots?
A3 most of the time, but I jibed too soon. That's why I was a bit of a
Yeah.
fuck. Excuse my language. Coming in because I
Navy
thought,
speak for a bad deal.
I thought, and I should have just let it ride because there's an issue with just I've got to sort out my forestay. So on the jibes, it catches a bit. And it's a bugger, and it's also catches on the chain plates.
Yeah, that's
So this is a death trap that
Yeah.
needs padding around it.
Yeah.
That screws up a windy jibe like nothing.
Yeah, that's
And
and I saw it going wrong with you, so I thought, okay, then I'll just get it down and go by main back to the.
yeah,
Because I was really pushing because I saw you coming up. Yeah,
yeah.
I was. Well,
Probably
it
a
was
better
fun.
move. I thought about it. I thought, well, you know.
I saw you going outside, so you could jibe early and then go another.
Yeah, I just jibed back well. So
I
so
kept
first
from-
lay line call was too
Yeah.
soon. I just was too cautious,
Yeah.
and it was and I actually dropped the kite to put some ground back in, but it took me almost to the point.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a lee shore. There's a
Yeah.
day of lee shores actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Got out of that, and well, I rehoist it because I was not coming in under a main alone, and
No.
yeah, I was just still too deep. So it's like, but when back in the channel when I was powered up a bit, she was like really
Yeah.
going for it. But down there was a bit like, you know, it's not the point really.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Okay.
seeing this wasn't a race, and that's all race-speaking stuff, let's get back to the human story. Are you tired? Were you getting much sleep, Niels? Were you getting much sleep?
No, the last 2 nights I didn't, because when the wind is dying and you have
Yeah.
to be awake just to when there's
Yeah.
wind picking up, you just have to hit it and go
Keep
for
going.
it. So I didn't sleep well, and especially in the periods when the wind was dying and the boat was rocking a lot,
Yeah.
then it's not easy to sleep on your boat.
Oh,
No.
Do
you
think it
is?
just
What about
rock
your
you
wind,
gently
mate?
just
Because you both got South Atlantic, so what's the story with your vane?
No, I'm not very enthusiastic about South Atlantic.
Yeah.
It's good, especially upwind. It works very well.
Yeah.
It's very reliable. But if you want to sail a bit more power with the A3 or the A5 on it, it's almost impossible
Yeah.
because it's
Just in light weather or just...
in
powered up?
any weather.
Yeah, that's the balance of anything.
Yeah,
you
because if
start to
you
ride
really
it,
have
right.
to scale down your sails,
Yeah,
stay on the jib or the A5, although an A3 would be easy to sail.
yeah.
But yeah, so I'd
So
rather
it's
have
working, but it won't power it up. You're not like a
no
human.
at all. No,
Yeah,
just you have to
absolutely.
relax.
Yeah.
And I like the A7. The first time I tried the A7, I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I did it with the jib, 2 poles out, just
Yeah.
mainsail down.
So you had the
And that's-
A7 on a pole as well.
A7 on pole and
Yeah.
jib on a pole, and then mainsail down,
Yeah.
and just went along downwind. It was,
Yeah, it's
it
a
was
good little sail.
yeah, worked
It gets
very
even
well.
more fun if you got the A7 with the A3. You
I tried
in light
that.
weather. Yeah.
I tried that, but the weather was a bit too rough, so I rocked
Yeah.
and I hit the boom in the water on the one side
Yeah.
and on the other side, and I kept doing that. I
Yeah.
couldn't get her out of it, so I just
Yeah.
had to steer up. And
I should explain to people that the sequencing of the asymmetric numbers is kind of strange because the A3 is the biggest one and the A5 is the second biggest one, and then this is the second smallest one, and then the A7 is the smallest one.
yeah.
You know, so yeah, so that's cool. So what did you learn from the boat, the trip? Anything? 'Cause
So-
how much sailing had you done on the boat before you
I
left?
had two trips. I couldn't work it the way Pete had the deck layout, so
Yeah.
it was like, I need to change it so I can
Yeah.
sail it on my own, and without the pilot. So that works fine now, and
Yeah.
I didn't really use the pilot, so I sleep-wise probably between an hour and 2 hours a night, very little.
So when you say you didn't use the pilot, you weren't using
So
Audrey.
I tried it first leg, and because a lot of it was dead running, it
Yeah.
just wasn't really able to cope, or it was very broad reaching on the whole.
Yeah.
And so I hand steer, but then Audrey, the tiller pilot, she steps in for the occasional manoeuvre, but she's a shocking helm. Like, she's all over the shop.
That's amazing.
I haven't used her at all.
So you
She's
hardly
you're
used-
to you're like, yeah, come on, calm it down. So I definitely put a boom brake on whenever she's playing, but no
So you
hand steer.
hardly used the wind vane the whole way.
Not yet. So that's what I'm going to do while I'm here, is go and play with it
Absolutely.
and learn a bit more. Because having no electric power consumption, the elegance of it's good.
Oh yeah.
But you lose so much speed as soon as you're on any pilot. So you lose a knot and a half. It depends what you want
it's
to
not
play.
as good as
Really.
hand steering. Maybe that's why anyway, that's another story. So but you around the world without a wind vane is a bit tricky.
Oh, I'm going to take it with me. I'll take it with me. Yeah,
No, I know,
and I
but
will
it's
use
gonna-
it, and I will hopefully
Get it
master it.
nailed.
I think it'll work
Well,
fine.
Peeler was the same. Peeler basically had never used a wind vane before and never got it working. But it works perfectly. Renaud never touched the helm all the way.
Yeah.
You know, it just.
He's down below cooking on his oven.
Was it?
No,
Adam?
Renault, he doesn't touch it. He
Yeah,
says.
no, he like as in just lets it steer.
Yeah.
You know? And Adam was the same. No, Adam.
What does he do?
Adam didn't.
He baked
Bakes bread.
bread and something.
Yeah.
Renault as well. He's baking bread and cakes.
kidding
and
me.
so,
Yeah.
You're telling me next they've got a mattress in the boat too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
I do
sleeping
have
on a
a
mattress? I haven't seen one. You got a blow-up mattress.
Yoga mat.
Oh, jeepers!
This
Versatility.
That's what I wanted. My wife said you're not allowed to go without a good mattress, so I had to buy a good mattress for my boat. So
I might
Is that to
regret
save
it.
weight, or you just like yoga mats?
It kind of doesn't get. If it gets wet, it's not a problem.
got a-
Jeepers!
I'm getting a taste for yoga mats. Yeah.
This
Just
is
as
British
well.
Navy. No wonder they do it tough. I bet you had a hammock. You would have been an officer on a hammock.
Oh yeah, but you'd be hitting either side on this boat. It's so
That's cool.
small.
So, what about food? What about food for you?
So I tried to get the Radix Nutrition food from
Yeah.
New Zealand because I think that's really healthy,
Yeah.
and the delivery was quite complicated. So I've gone to MX3, which is the French provider for Vendée Globe and stuff. So it's very French, lots of mash and stuff. I didn't eat much because it's I just hassle cooking sometimes. But what they had given me was a load of gels, and I didn't bring any coffee, and normally I drink lots of coffee. Maybe the reason I didn't sleep. So all I had to eat conveniently were these gels, and I realised there was 85 milligrams of caffeine in each one.
Oh, jeepers!
So maybe that's why I was buzzing.
Yeah.
just,
Yes, I'm not off the coffee yet.
So the gels are a bit of a hyper rather than a food.
Yeah, they'd
supplement.
definitely take those for you, for your sleepless night.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
they're
it.
good.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so you're like me. I only lit the stove for 3 days, three times all the way across the Atlantic, but
Wow.
don't do tea, coffee, and things like that. But okay, so the food's okay. Navigation, electricals working okay for you?
I've got some electronics stuff to set up.
Yeah.
A little bit of tweaking on AIS, the satellite communications. The Iridium works fine, but drains batteries. It's
Yeah.
battery fast.
Yeah.
I just need to set up the Iridium Go and stuff, but I've got the time alongside here to sort
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
And then look at. And I was a bit disappointed with the shortwave radio reception. I need to have a look at whether the aerial's sort of earthed out at the top.
So
It's
you were
much
trying
better
to
than-
listen to the weather reports? You got the zones?
Well, I
and
was trying to
everything?
get, I've got some, and I was trying to get the HF weather facts. Normally it works pretty well, but I was getting too much interference. And I've put coax cable between into the boat, so I'm not
Yeah.
getting too much, but it's still not quite there. So some
Yeah.
tweaking, and I can practice while I'm here, see
Yeah.
how it works.
So what did you learn on this trip? What's the biggest takeaway from this little trial run?
So the boat, when there's breeze, the boat's quick upwind. I mean, it's 5 knots and she sits there really easily. Light winds,
Yep.
she becomes a pig. In
They're
terms of
pretty heavy for a small boat.
yeah, and she's laden. I've got all the food into Tahiti, and when I say pig, I mean it. She's just there's something she just can't coax her to do in light winds, upwind sailing.
Yeah.
And you saw a little bit of it. Okay, that was a different situation with a full main and a lee shore, but you have to be pretty judicious about what your sail configuration is. And there's some conditions you just go. Actually, when the breeze really dropped, you just had to, you stopped. The boat wasn't going to advance. So if you're going off wind, it's fine. But otherwise, maybe that's the time to get some sleep or call the boys up and get some bread across from the Swift boys.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it's very breezy and it's upwind, then you can go to sleep as well. Because then the wind
But-
works perfect.
I think I've got FOMO, fear of missing out. And if you sleep, you miss all the fun. It was,
All right.
it was too much. Sailing was too much fun.
I love downwind sailing.
I
so
love that with both.
downwind, I'll be awake, but upwind,
I
I
like
just go
both.
to sleep.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Saw quite a lot of dolphins, but other than that, not a lot of marine life. I was quite surprised. It was pretty quiet. Lots of dolphins and really good trails with the bioluminescence. You know, that really spectacular. That's always magical. But other than them and one gannet, one shearwater, that's pretty much all I saw. Either my eyesight's failing or there's less around to play with. Maybe it's just winter. Maybe a bit of both.
Bit of both. I didn't say both.
Bit of both. Both
Bit of
eyes.
both, yeah. So, quick one to finish off for you. You still happy with the idea of Hank sails versus furler?
Yeah, the buggerance factor is just the hanks. I would have gone for the popper nylons because they snag less. Those snag the spinnaker sheets on the jibes.
Yep.
Yeah. So all I need is an elastic cover on it.
Yeah.
Right. Bring it down and just make sure. I mean, I've got a recovery line to bring the jib down quickly, a very thin Dyneema line.
Yeah.
I'll stick with them.
I think it's much better with the hang-on sailing up and down with the furled, because there's a lot of foam in front of it.
Yeah.
I really feel the sails not performing as it should. And the hang-on will be performing a lot better.
Yeah, I just think they're fundamentally seaworthy and you can drop a sail quickly. The reefing's tricky, but I didn't find a challenge going forward and working forward. The boat, even in quite big waves, the boat's got enough reserve of buoyancy that I didn't feel I was going to screw up because weight too far forward.
So how do you feel about now you've done? Because just to clarify, how many days sailing did you have before you left on this trip? Had you done a heap before?
This one?
No, yeah.
This
before
boat?
Yeah, in this boat.
Oh, 2.
Only 2 days
2
sails.
days.
Okay, so how do you feel now about being ready to take across the
Oh
Atlantic?
yeah, ready. I mean, the boat's really up to it. And I've just got it set that I can sail it properly, and it's great fun. You know, those hairy jibes at the back of the boat. All good fun.
That's cool.
But all good fun until that screws you up. And so that is criminal. That needs. I should have thought about that and sorted out. And you get in and the sheet's gone under there, and it's a great clutch, and it's back on the jackstay harness.
I remember that happened to me a few times as well. You jam up.
I think we'll be making some little foam.
Every trip I said, I'm going to do that, and I haven't done it yet. So
just need to ferret
if
across.
you're going to do it, then
but it catches under this one. And I've put some rope in it to choke it, but it was still snagging. And I always, before I hoist, I always make sure the sheets are up over the guardrails. And the pole position there is also a risk of catching them, so I need to rethink that.
Yeah. So what did you forget? What did you miss most?
What did I forget?
You forget what you forgot?
Red ensign. I've got a white ensign.
Jeepers.
I've got a white ensign, but I can't fly that. The boat's too small.
I was just going to say, you're allowed to fly.
Well,
You're not allowed to.
It's
Because
supposed
you're
to be
retired now. I suppose you can do what you want. But no, not good for the reputation.
Not good.
But don't worry, no one was watching tonight.
Spanish courtesy flags.
All right, hey, listen, thanks. I'm just about to finish
you.
with you. I'm going to wander over to the Neil's now and have a look there, and think I will chat in a minute and
all right,
see what you need now. So come over and let's thanks, mate. Okay, the mighty little machine here, biggest monkey. Where'd the name come from? Oh, that's for you. Stick this in here. Okay, where'd the name come from?
Yeah, just a bit of the biggest. I'm not the smallest
Great
guy.
hats, aren't they? Beanies.
I know a little bit of
my
own character.
Family, they were
And I'd
helping
like to
me,
be
so
in front of everything.
I
So
thought they looked
in
bright
Dutch,
orange
say,
polyester.
Hoogstrapenberg, the highest monkey on the mountain. So it's a very small boat in a very small, big
but
sea.
they're not.
so
They're quite soft polyester. They're
So
not.
what broke? I asked the same
Coarse
question.
ones.
Yeah, the only thing what broke is the light of my compass.
Compass light.
Yeah, and that's annoying.
Cameraman's
That's a
wrist.
really common thing, for all
I better put some
compasses.
more pen in
Yeah.
When did you get down?
Anyway,
Yeah, but that's because that's really useful during night time.
that's an understatement. Yep.
Yeah, but furthermore, nothing broke. Yeah, I had some troubles with one of my spinnaker poles, but that was all.
Keep it really
No,
up.
nothing major. No.
Yep. All right.
Well,
Done
thank
enough
you.
miles with
Thanks
it
for
already to get the note.
tidy up.
Yeah, that's cool. So you must be feeling quite comfortable. You chugged in. The motors were working all right. You know the electric motor coming in.
Yeah, but it's the short one. So when it's
short shaft.
yeah, because that's what
That's it. That's as low as it goes.
that's as low as it goes.
Holy dooly.
I did have a long shaft, but
You've got a short shaft. Engine.
Oh,
but the day I wanted to leave Lagos,
Yeah.
the motor wasn't working,
Ah, right.
and the only thing they could help me with was a new one, but a short shaft.
Oh, jeepers.
So that's
Okay, that's life. So that's you
That's
for
what
the
it
rest
is.
That's you for the rest of the trip.
sitting in the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Just I have to eat more, so the boat will be
Yeah.
deep enough in the water to get my propeller in the water.
Okay, that's cool. And so, what about your dagger boards? Your twin dagger boards at the back. What was your impression there? How do you feel about them?
I haven't used them at all this
Yeah.
trip. Last trips I did, especially downwind, but this trip I haven't used them at all.
Yeah.
I tried it once, but it gave a lot of turbulence behind the rudder,
Yeah.
so the wind pilot was getting disturbed of it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's interesting everyone's comments, because I'm quite convinced. I know the wind pilot works as a principle to steer the boat, and
Yeah.
things, but it's matching the conditions and the balance of the sails and doing all that. It's not foolproof, but it's still cool. And you've got electric autopilot as well, yeah. That's
I haven't used it,
oh, okay.
not at
Good.
all.
Yeah.
No.
So you
it
said
doesn't-
you got not much sleep in the last couple of days, but
No.
overall, like, do you feel tired now? You're
No,
a bit
no.
exhausted?
No, not at all. No,
No,
because
cool.
every moment I can sleep, just
Yeah.
pick an hour here and
Yeah.
an hour there,
Yeah.
and just relax a bit, and then it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So no, not very tired now.
So you're a big fella. The human dynamics of the boat. How would you describe the way you fit in the boat? Like down below, working the galley, chart table, bunks, and sitting around the cockpit. Like, it's a comfortable boat, or pain in the butt?
No, it's okay. I didn't put a lot of stuff into my boat, so I don't have the backrest and things like that. So
That's another understatement.
Yeah.
It's stripped out.
It's
Yeah,
stripped
if you
out,
haven't
yeah.
seen the video tour, make sure you check out Biggest Monkey boat tour.
But that gives me a bit extra space in the boat.
Yeah.
So no, it's okay for me. It's just big enough, and I don't have the pot on top of it.
Yeah.
And people say, but then you have not more, then you miss some headspace. But
Yeah.
you're not there
Yeah.
in that position.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
And
no.
you're happy with your layout? Like your
Yeah.
deck layout and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff, control lines, everything.
Yeah, I got to maybe change one thing about the for the jib, to get it a bit. I can move it sideways, but I want to move it forward as well. So the little friction
You've got
ring.
360.
Yeah.
360 sheeting.
Yeah.
Ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was too sophisticated for me. I just have a generic
Yeah.
deck. I'm old school,
Yeah, but,
simple plug and pull.
But this was easier to install and quicker because I was
that's
in
true.
a real
Yeah,
rush
yeah.
to get the boat ready last year.
No, there's a lot of advantages to doing that, as you know what you're doing, and you're prepared to tweak it, sheeting
Yeah.
angles and all that sort of stuff. It's
Yeah.
quite cool. Yeah. So
No.
that's cool. So what did you learn from this trip? What's the takeaway, do you think?
Maybe choose the moments where you can sleep so you can overpower the boat when you're quite awake, and
Yeah.
you can have a lot of fun with it. Because
Yeah.
it needs to be a little bit overpowered to have fun with it.
Yeah.
So I like it when you got the A3 on and
Oh,
you
yeah.
just get it
Yeah.
get it going like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's not possible with a pilot on or
No,
or
exactly.
a telepilot. So
Yeah. Exactly.
sleep up the other moments and be awake when you can.
And you have plenty of power, like electric
Yeah.
energy.
I don't use. I've just Iridium Go,
Yeah.
so I message once a day, and that's all. And so not using very much electronics.
Yeah. And what about cooking food and all that stuff?
I don't like cooking.
Yep, you're like me. No, I do like cooking, but
No.
you're not there to eat. It's not a food
Oh,
cruise.
If I would buy a new house, I wouldn't build a kitchen in it. So
What do you do? Eat out, or you just
yeah,
sort of eat
yeah,
out?
eat out
It's a
or
bit hard
doing-
around the world.
Yeah, it is. So I have to do something. So I do have some
Okay.
dry freeze
Here's a
food.
heads up. There's the place straight across there. The first one when you walk out.
Yeah,
Full
I know.
English breakfast for bloody like €7.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
fantastic. Anyway.
Been here too many times now.
Oh, of course.
Last year, yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Last year.
yeah.
Oh, jeepers, no way. I'm missing
Yeah.
the plot. So that's cool.
No, just a bit of dry freeze food and lots of drink,
Yeah.
water to drink, and every day a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
so
not
have
too
you got
much.
much to do while you're here, or you sort of pretty much tidy up, pack up again and go?
I made a list of little things to do, one day of work, and then I can
Yeah.
go again. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
not too
All right,
much.
you
Yeah.
look pretty slick. You look very, very cool coming in.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yep, that was very good.
Yeah. Very nice.
So, yeah. Well, I don't know what else to say. You're too organised, too smart. Did you get much water down below? Did you get any water?
No, it
below?
was dry. Last year I had a lot of water because the seagull flags around the windows are always due to UV.
Yeah.
It's
How did
always
you stick them on? They're stuck on from the inside out.
inside out. Yeah. No, outside in.
Oh, you just push them in and...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, got
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh yeah, that's a job I have to do. To do some re-stickering. Yeah. Yeah.
That's because you're going too fast.
Yeah, just hitting the waves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, very cool.
Yeah.
So you built your boat. you came here last time, you didn't make it because you had to go back to work. Now you must be feeling pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
How do you?
Just going for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Very happy to do that. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, we'll let you get organised. We've got to try and get home. It looks like the sun's coming up. We want to go back to bed before this, gets light.
Yeah. Get a bit of sleep now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great.
So that's cool. The toilets are just here.
I know.
Oh, you've been here before.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even got a card, so no worries.
You kept your card last time.
Yeah.
Don't tell them. Anyway. So
Yeah.
everyone here
She's
really
Dutch, so no
Nice.
worries.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah,
They're really looking after us. So if you're watching, Raphael, thanks for that. You'll be sleeping as well, but yeah, they look after us well.
Yeah.
We're going to be along here, so
Yeah.
you guys are pretty tight. We've got 6 here. We may squeak up and get another one on this side.
We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well done.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So we'll call that a wrap.
Yep.
Thanks everybody, and we're not sure where the next ones are, but I think it'll be sometime this afternoon. I'll look at the tracker when we wake up and see how it goes.